Our strategist, Emmy award-winning producer and publisher of Speakers Magazine, who will show you how to crack the code in getting out there to get known. Each week, she either interviews her media friends, PR colleagues, or she just goes solo, offering you strategies on publicity, publishing, and platform building. So, listen up to hear how to get booked on media places and on superstar stages. Now, here's your host, Pam Perry.
Okay, so this is this is a surprise kind of a thing. So, we've been in COVID 2020, right? And it's been like a whole lot of stuff going on. Hey, Larry. Hey, Marcus. And so one of the things that doing live events is kind of like, what? And so today is a live event, the Leadership Experience with Shawn Fair, brought in Cheryl Wood. So this is a special speakers type of podcast type of thing, because I have with me Cheryl. I am so excited. I've not seen her in over a year. SpeakerCon was the last time I think I saw her, which was
was 2019.
That was this one, right? This was the last one that I saw her, because then after that was October, November, December. Then, it's like, hey, Merry Christmas. Yep. And then all of a sudden, January, it's like, oh, okay, well, girl, we're going to get SpeakerCon together for 2020. And 2020 was like, no. But it is, who also did Playtime is Over, right? So she is looking I'm just so excited to see her.
I'm so happy to be touching somebody, like, hey, other than my husband.
we got shots, we got all of that. But one of the things too, she did Playtime is Over, and it was really Playtime is Over, because the after that she did SpeakerCon. And Dr. Cheryl Wood, for those of you who aren't familiar with her, go to speakersmagazine.com, download 2017, download 2019. She's going to be showing up in 2020, 2021 as well. She was in the calendar, though, for 2020.
Yes.
You were in the calendar for 2020. That was like,
amazing.
Yeah, I know. We didn't do it. We didn't do it again. But tell people a little bit about who you are, what you do, and like why you're in Detroit and why we're doing this thing together, because normally we don't do this together.
Yes. So first of all, this is one of my favorite people on the planet. I love what she does. I love how she executes in excellence. Speakers Magazine is everything. The brand is everything. I am here in Detroit, Michigan, as a part of Shawn Fair's The Leadership Experience Tour. And they're in there practicing and getting ready. He is basically teaching new emerging and aspiring speakers really how to get ready for the big stages that they're going to be taking. And so he's giving them that real live firsthand experience in doing that, knowing what it feels like to be called to the front of the room with hundreds of people watching virtually and in person, and just giving them that necessary experience, because all of us know we've got to have experience and exposure. So he's helping them to do both. And so I've kind of snuck in a little bit and listened to some of the little presentations, them practicing and getting ready, and everybody's nervous and excited. And it just energizes me, because of course that's the work that I do as a master speaker development coach. Is I help to develop primarily women speakers, helping them to develop the framework around what their keynote speech is, helping them to develop and craft their story, and then also to have a really powerful stage presence. So just to be in this space to support the ladies and gentlemen is phenomenal.
I just put down, I'm trying to do this while you are speaking and I'm live. So I put CherylEmpowers.com as seen in speakersmagazine.net, and then hashtag SpeakerCon.
Yes.
Okay. So tell people, okay, so she just told you about what's happening today, and I want to go over here and look at LinkedIn. I love LinkedIn, Cheryl. So I'm gonna go over here and see what's going on over in LinkedIn. Okay, so really quick to see how people are. Okay, so you got Barbara Pender over there. Hey, Pam.
Hi, Barbara.
Yes. So we've got Sherwood here live. I'm so excited because typically I'm doing this in my studio at home alone, and then the other person is in the other box on the side, but we are actually together. So we've got Dr. Portia here as well. She's over here taping us live.
Portia.
Yes.
We love her.
Hey, Janelle. So Janelle, we're also on Clubhouse as well. So this is like really a lot for a 61-year-old woman to be doing too much multitasking.
But you are crushing it. You are crushing it like you've done it before.
It's like, what is this? And we're also on YouTube Live. So let me see who's over on Facebook. And we're on the Speakers Magazine page over there. So I'm going to share that out to Okay, how do we share this out? I want to share it to a group. Let's share it to our friends over at Black Speakers Network.
Yes, Brian Oates.
Yes, because he is the official. We are the official magazine to Black Speakers Network. So I'm gonna share us over there as well, so they can kind of. I'm gonna leave them over there. So I wanted to interview Cheryl today because I've known Cheryl, so beautiful. I've known her for at least 10, or how old is your daughter?
17.
So at least she was probably about 3. So at least 15
Wow.
years or so. And when I met her, she was doing like business development type of things. Like I remember one ebook you had that talked about how to run a home-based business. Do you remember that?
No.
How to run a home-based business.
I've done so many things since then, right?
and it was really, we were on different shows, blog talk shows. We were doing podcasts and things together. But she was
Remember that Blog Talk Radio?
Oh my God!
You just brought back memories, right?
Yes. Portia was just on Super Ray's Blog Talk Radio show the other day. So Super Ray has like 500 episodes or something like that.
Wow.
So one of the things too is that she went from selling T-shirts. I think at one point in time, started out as a paralegal, legal secretary, then start selling T-shirts on the weekend, and then she really got into this online space. So we saw each other there. Now, because of, and I always say this, God doesn't waste anything. So all the things that she's done in her career, she has used, right? But the last thing that she started really using was her mouth. Was doing other stuff, and you were doing the you did the what I call like the, you were doing like business development or business coaching, or really helping women get started,
right?
And they were helping to get started in what kind of business?
Just whatever their business idea was, like helping them to really kickstart it and get it launched and get it off the ground. Just really developing the confidence to get it started.
And then that's where the light bulbs went off, because whenever she would speak, it would be that people were magnetized by what she was saying.
Mm-hmm.
And then she realized the gift that God gave you.
Yes.
And it's like, I need to really shift. So give everybody, because everybody doesn't really flow into their destiny like all at one time, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, but give us some clues that you were getting along the way, that this might be something, or did you see maybe someone else doing it and it's like, that might be something that I might can do. So give us like the pivot points of where you saw things going.
Yeah. So really at the time I was in search of the word freedom. Like I really did. I wanted time freedom. I wanted financial freedom, and I wanted creative freedom. And what I mean by that is I was working a full-time job. I'd been doing that for 15 years as a legal secretary in corporate America, which meant I came when they said come. That's just what a job is. And left when they said leave. And I had to put in a leave slip if I wanted to take a vacation day or whatever it might be. If my kid woke up sick, I had to call and get their permission to be out. And I just was kind of over that. I really wanted freedom, time freedom to say, I'm going to come and go when I please. I'm going to take vacation when I want. I want to walk my kids up to the school building at 9 and be there at 3 to pick them up. Yeah. So that was one piece. And then financial freedom was, I didn't have letters behind my name. So my story, a part of my story, which I don't run from, is that I didn't go to college. I went straight from high school into the workforce because I grew up in poverty and I just wanted to get out of poverty. So how do you get out of poverty? You better go get a job and work. So I started working. And so because of that,
I will say a legal secretary is very hard. I used to work in a law firm, and it is like no joke because their briefs are this thick.
Yeah, it's a lot of work, and you spend a lot of long hours there. Woo! And if there's something that's happening, you have to stay until it's done. There's no, I got to go and pick up my kids. Now you got to call and make arrangements. Mm-hmm. So I say the part about the college piece because corporate America, I felt like they used that against me. Like, we're going to cap your salary right here because you don't have enough letters behind your name that says you're good enough. And so then now somebody's telling me how much I can or can't make. Right. Mm-hmm. And then you move to the last piece, which is creative freedom. I wanted to be as creative of a human being as I could be and not have somebody tell me what I had to do every day when I came into the office.
Right.
So that's what I was in search of. And so speaking, I say it found me because I was in motion. So I started the T-shirt business. I was still working my full-time job.
And the T-shirts were like inspirational T-shirts.
Yeah, it's a mommy T-shirt business called Mom to the Best. And all the slogans celebrated women and moms and everything that we give to the world. And I would do that on the weekends. I go on the weekends and sell these T-shirts. And 18 months into it, somebody at Morgan State University up in Baltimore heard about the t-shirt business and invited me to come and speak at their annual women's conference. And I was so scared. You know how they say scared? I was scared because I wasn't a speaker. I didn't consider myself a speaker. I didn't know that was a gift. I'd never explored that. But the best thing I did was to give myself permission to say yes.
Oh,
and that was September 18th, 2010. I went to Morgan State University. I spoke, and I had never felt like that ever for anything I had touched or tried as a career. I never felt the fulfillment that I felt in that moment as I was looking out into the audience. And these women, some of them are crying as I'm sharing my story. Their eyes are lighting up with possibility. And I'm like, wait, I ain't even done nothing yet. All I did was start my own business, but they wanted to start their businesses. So it's like you always know more than somebody knows, but most times we discount what we know.
And so one of the things, I have a client that is a voiceover person. Has anyone ever said to you that you could do voiceover or do radio?
They have, and I just haven't explored that yet, but I think that might be in my foreseeable future.
Yes. And the reason why is that, we were on blog, we met vocally, I guess, before we actually met. So I heard your voice and it was very authoritative. It is soothing. It has energy in it.
Right.
And so Yolanda's her name. She does voiceovers and the voice acting. So the Wayfair commercial that's going nationally, she's doing that.
Wow. That's awesome.
So it chings every time.
You got to get connected to Yolanda.
Yeah.
Like, they say you only 1 degree away.
Yes. I was like, you could do that. You could do that.
Yeah.
And so that's one of the things too, that you just never know, but staying open. You see how Cheryl stays open. And so during COVID, all of 2020, all of us were like in lockdown. How did you utilize that time the best? Because, you were traveling a lot. So
I mean, fortunately, I pay attention to the marketplace because they say success leaves clues. So the people who I was following, which are always people who are like 30, 40 steps ahead of me, the gurus, Les Brown, Lisa Nichols, Eric Thomas, and others who I follow, they had already started shifting to creating digital platforms and digital offerings. So the clues were there that we needed to be doing things digitally. And then COVID just propelled us there quicker. So I already was in a space where I had started shifting to doing more digital things, virtual things. So when COVID hit, I wasn't like in shock. It wasn't like that because I'd already started.
Okay.
So, and then a lot of the events that I was hired for, even though they didn't do it live, they still just transferred and did it virtually. So I still got a check. Thank you, God.
Yes. And actually people, so answer this, because this is one of the things that people didn't realize about about virtual speaking, that when you speak on virtual stages, do you have to charge less? Because sometimes they'll have more people in the audience. So it's like, if you're speaking to more people and you're charging less, shouldn't you pay at least the same, if not more, because you have more people that are
That's a great question. Okay, so first of all, there's nothing you have to do. Like you get to decide how you're going to run your business and what you're going to charge or not charge.
Freedom.
For me, freedom, exactly. Now, for me in the digital space, I do reduce my fee for virtual, but here's why. Because typically I'm not spending as much time at that event. I don't have to go fly and be in an airport. And if it's like today, there was a delay. Now I'm there for extra 2 hours and I got in late, which means I didn't get to really rest and refresh. And so, and then when I'm at the live event, I don't just go speak and leave. I come early, I assess the temperature of the room, then I stay late because I want to meet people after I speak.
Right.
So it's a lot more time intensive.
Yeah.
But when I do a virtual, it's typically, if they say 45 minutes, it's 45 minutes and I'm off and I'm gone. So because of that, what I did in COVID was I reduced my speaker fee for the virtual and it worked very well.
And then you could get more speaker fees in a day.
Absolutely. Because they're keeping you just for literally the amount of time. You're not there extra 2 hours, 3 hours, and then you got to go to the airport and fly back so it's a lot less of a time commitment.
So we're doing a whole lot of different things. I'm here with Dr. Cheryl Wood. So we're actually here. Oh, I don't need to do that. We're actually here on Clubhouse as well. I don't know if you can see us, but Speakers Magazine, it's upside down, has a VIP room. And so we're on with Jackie is there and Jamel. Jamel is a awesome prophetic, what I want to call a prophetic voice. He's so motivational. And then Jackie as well. She's a speaker as well. I'm going to invite them up to speak. And Jamel, you never come up to speak, but you can come up to speak. So Jackie, if you want to say hi. So if you've not been on Clubhouse, Cheryl hasn't been on a couple of months, but typically Clubhouse is something that we do every Friday in the Speakers Magazine VIP room. And we usually do it around 5. Today's a little bit late because like you said, hey Jackie, how are you?
Oh, I'm doing great. How are you doing?
Good. So we have you on video as well as in Clubhouse. So say hey to Dr. Cheryl.
Hi, how are you doing, Dr. Cheryl?
I'm great. Hi, Jackie. Thanks for joining us.
So one of the things, Jackie, and Dr. Portia is with us as well. And there's Stephen Hart and Dr. David Walker.
Stephen Hart, that's my buddy right there. I love me some Stephen Hart. Trailblazers, yeah.
Can you hear us okay? So we're doing something different today. So Cheryl is actually with me live, and we're actually doing StreamYard as well on LinkedIn and YouTube. And, so we're just trying all of it. And so one of the things I wanted to do is I got to bring Stephen up if he can just say hey. How do we sound, Stephen? Because he's an audio guy. He's a podcaster. How do we sound?
Hello.
How do we sound? Yes, I hear you. How do we sound? Hey, Kishma.
Yes, it sounds fine now.
Ah, okay. All right. Well, good. We're going to end. And Jamel, how are you, Jamel? Say hey to Dr. Sherwood.
Hey, Jamel. Hey, Kishma.
Hi, Dr. Cheryl. Hi, Pam.
Hey, I'm glad. And then Dr. David Walker as well. So we wanted to do the Clubhouse as well as doing the live. I need to find out, and maybe Stephen Hart can help me with this, of how to do it maybe more efficiently. Right now we have it on a tripod, and we got 2 tripods, and it's a little confusing, but we'll put it on a tripod for right now, and we're actually doing it. So if you can see us over on LinkedIn, that's where we are as well. And we're also on Facebook as well. I put CherylEmpowers.com down there because she has some things coming up. So tell us what's coming up in June. Well, did it happen?
Yes. No, it's coming up.
Okay. All right. So tell us that, and then tell us about SpeakerCon as well.
I need to find out, and maybe Stephen Hart can help me with this, of how to do it maybe more efficiently right now.
Oh, okay.
That's like
that's like a delay. Hey, Dr. David Walker. All right.
Hey, Pam. How are you?
Good. I'm gonna mute if I mute myself, I won't be able to hear, will I?
Maybe it corrected itself. We're gonna keep this show
gonna
moving.
Keep it going.
So exciting things are coming up. Like Pam mentioned already, we're here in Detroit with Shawn Fair for the Leadership Experience Tour. I will be kicking off the tour tomorrow morning as the morning opening keynote speaker. I can't wait. I'm gonna get them fired up. You know that. And then I have an exciting event coming up this month, June 25th through 27th, with the GOAT, the legend, Les Brown himself, and some other amazing of my speaker friends are stopping by. Gloria Mayfield Banks.
She's a Detroiter.
Dr. George Frazier.
He's our mentor.
Nikki Woods.
She's my friend.
Shawn Fair will be stopping through.
Of course.
And Carrie Murphy out of California, who does a lot of video. I'll be speaking at her conference a little bit later this year.
Lady or me?
Yes, a woman.
Okay.
Carrie Murphy. So she's amazing.
We got to get her on Clubhouse.
So I am excited because the conference is called You Are Enough. And I feel like it is most appropriate and the most appropriate now more than ever before, because with everything that's happened over the past 16 months, people need to be reminded that, yes, you are enough to press through. Yes, you are enough to bounce back from challenges and things that you thought you were going to make it through that you didn't make it through. Yes, you are enough to grow a business in a pandemic. Yes, you are anything you want, and you put your mind to, you are enough. You got the goods. And that's what the conference is focused on. And so everybody who's going to be coming there to speak, we have 70 plus speakers over the course of the 3 days who will be pouring in, and they'll be talking on various topics, reminding people of their own personal power. You know, my brand is Personal Power Enterprises LLC. That's my umbrella.
Oh, okay.
I just do business as Cheryl Wood Empowers.
Yeah, that's kind of like everything. Marketing solutions.
Yes.
And then do it under Pam.
Exactly. So everything I do is all about people claiming their personal power. And so that's what we want to remind them. You are enough. You are worthy. You are adequate. You are capable just as you are to press through a pandemic, to thrive in a pandemic, to soar after the pandemic.
Yes.
Whatever you set your mind to, you can do it. And you're going to be getting from the best of the best.
So can they go to CherylEmpowers.com?
Actually, they can go directly to youareenoughconference.com.
Oh,
yep.
Okay.
youareenoughconference.com.
Okay.
And it's free. Hello. Like, talk about serving in a big way. There's no cost. Now, if you'd like to, you can upgrade for VIP, which gives you the replays of the entire 3 days, but that's optional. You can go and register for free.
So it's 3 days. How many speakers per day? Because you're gonna have to get
25 speakers a day.
So you're gonna, I mean, you're gonna have to get the replays because unless you just like take off work for 3 days, because that's a lot of speaking. So
we're going from 9 in the morning to like 9 at night.
You are enough.
Conference.com. Yes.
And I think Dr. Jonas with the bonus. He did an ad in the May issue, I believe. Was it May or April? I can't remember. I think it was the May issue with TC on the cover.
Yes.
So that was one of the things. So you are.
He was so excited about that too.
Yes, he was. And so he's wanted. So you're launching that, and that date again is
June 25th through 27th. So that's coming up.
Okay. And that's all virtual?
Yes, all virtual.
Is it hybrid?
No.
All virtual. Okay, all virtual. And then what's coming up after that?
And then SpeakerCon, which is my annual signature event designed for new, emerging, and aspiring, and even seasoned speakers. And that's November 4th through 7th. We haven't opened the registration for that yet, but that will be open by the end of this month. So we're working on the behind the scenes. Yes, we are so excited.
I love that.
We got some goodies coming in, some juicies. We can't tell y'all yet, but we will be, because we'll be opening up the registration very soon for that. So just mark the date, save the date on your calendar. Again, November 4th through 7th. And it's going to be, we go hard. I know, right? We go hard. So mark that date and try to be there as much as possible. For that event.
For that one, is it hybrid or you have to do social distancing? What's the protocol?
We haven't decided. So we didn't know that the vaccine and all that stuff was going to come out and everybody's going to be vaccinated. We had no idea I always plan this early in the year.
Okay.
And so we set the date, we know the date, we put it out there, have people save the date. Now we're in a different space and we're trying to decide if we're going to do a hybrid, or at a minimum, if we don't do the conference as a hybrid, we will have a live networking portion that might happen like that Wednesday before we go into the full conference.
That is good, because I'm telling you, 2019, when you did that conference, it was like amazing. The dinner setting, the backdrop, I mean, just classy, well put together, the favors, and thank you for my award that I got. That was such
you deserve it.
That was such a cute award. I have it sitting in my office with that little crystal microphone. That was so cool. And Brian, we won as well. But one of the things that if you're going to do that event, definitely make sure, if you are a speaker, it's an industry event, it's part trade show, it's part conference, networking, gala, and you had a lot of media there too as well.
Yeah. And we, like I said, even if this year, if we don't go back, which I know we're not a hybrid, but next year, it's on. So I'm just saying, it's
2022.
2022 is on. Yeah, and it has to be a big and amazing, because we missed 20. We missed the past 2 years. There's in person.
Stephen said, if it's live, I want to be there. Well, Stephen, you definitely are going to. He left Clubhouse and came back on LinkedIn over here. All right. So that's one of the things. So if it is live, for sure, he's going to be there. And
maybe that's what we'll do. Maybe we'll do a survey kind of and see how many people would want to buy a ticket and come live, because maybe we can do just a really small group of people live. So we'll see.
I like it. So Dr. Portia, she's over here. She is. Come over here. I wonder if we can get 3. We're going to have 3 in the live as well.
Dr. Portia behind the scenes working. Yes.
We all are vaccinated. So we
are fully. Y'all need to see my card. I carry it with me.
Did you have to show it on the airplane?
No. Okay. But you wear a mask on the airplane too, though.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay.
But I carry mine with me. I don't play.
Come on, sis. All right. So these are my 2 sis here. Oh, look at all these blondies up in here.
All these shades of brown. Isn't it beautiful?
Yes. So Dr. Portia Lockett and Dr. Cheryl Wood, both of them are inspirational, motivational speakers. Dr. Portia lives in Detroit. Dr. Cheryl
I did not know you lived in Detroit.
Yes, we are Motown babies.
I love it.
Yes.
We're here in the D.
We like the Supreme.
Now I have a reason. I got a reason to come back now.
That's right. Your second home. How about that? So Dr. Portia, kind of tell us a little bit about what you are doing now. You want to talk about the detox thing that you're going to be doing later this year?
I'm
putting her on the spot because she's going to do this thing this year. We done pushed her in the swimming pool.
That detox is no joke, right?
Oh my goodness. So my son and I have been talking about Asa Bay. have been talking about doing this project for a number of years, and he's really into helping people to become the healthiest that they can be, spirit, mind, and soul. And so through this pandemic, there have been so many people who have reached out to him to say, what do I need to do a detox? And detox goes so much further and deeper than just the body. When you talk about detox, we're talking about the spirit, the mind, and the soul, meaning that, you can detox your body as much as you want to, but there's also some emotional detoxes that you need to take, that need to take place.
Those soul ties.
The soul ties, relationships. You may be in a toxic job. You may be in a toxic space, period. And so we're going to cover all those different toxicities, I like to call them. and that concept, and we're going to be coming back with something very powerful in the near future. So stay tuned for the next exciting episode.
I'm excited about that.
Being detoxed.
So in order to get the information, you're going to have to go to drportialockett.com. She will be sending out an email soon about when and where about this detox party of spirit, soul, and body, because she's just got a lot of exciting things about it as well. So people are coming on Clubhouse. We got 3 people on over here.
Check that out, who that is.
That is TC. Oh my God. All right. So TC, we are all also over on LinkedIn as well. But she was our cover for the month of May. Hey, you can unmute. You can unmute and say hey to Dr. Cheryl. You gonna what are you doing?
Hey, Dr. Shawn.
TC, it's only been 3 years of Sundays. Hey, sis.
Oh my gosh.
So we're doing something different today. We're actually live in the studio at Shawn Fair Experience. We got his backdrop behind us. I have Dr. Portia Lockett here as well. She came in, she's keynoting tomorrow. And so we decided to do a stream. We're streaming on Speakers Magazine Facebook page, LinkedIn, as well as on YouTube as well. So it'll be recorded as well. But we wanted to do, so we see Kishma, Dr. David Walker, and Jamel, and Jackie. Jackie works for the MMSDC. And then Wanda comes in. Hey, Wanda, have you ever done anything with MMSDC, the Michigan Minority Supplier Diversity?
No.
Jackie, do you still work with them? I put you on the spot.
Yes, I'm still with them.
Okay, all right. So what she does is really help people get certified as minority businesses. So that's really good.
We should connect, Jackie. We should connect. I need to bring you into my network.
Definitely, we definitely should connect.
Yes. And you know Dr. Portia as well, Jackie, right?
I know Dr. Portia. I've been waiting for her to come back, but she came and then she hasn't been back.
COVID. So we get COVID excuses are fading away now that we're getting vaxxed. So she will be back because that's something that she needs to do right away. Cool.
For sure.
All righty. Well, I'm gonna put you back on mute, Jackie, and then I think we're gonna wrap this up unless you all had any questions or anything that you want to ask of us right now, because we can hear you from Clubhouse. We can't really hear you from streaming. So they got to figure that out, how we can hear and see everybody. Any questions for Dr. Sherwood or Dr. Portia Lockett? You guys? Dr. David?
Yeah.
Hey, David.
Yeah. How are you?
We're doing good.
Great. To Dr. Wood and to Dr. Lockett. I'm new to the speaker game, so I'm being introduced to everyone each and every night that I come on, but I've heard such tremendous things about the work that you're doing. And I guess the question that I want to ask is, since I'm starting and it's really been virtual, I've had a couple of virtual presentations, but how do you see, I know you just spoke about your conference coming back strong in 2022, but as we finish up the rest of the year, what are some of the strategies a newer person can sort of like try to embark upon, still dealing with virtual and then trying to one of these days actually get on stage to speak?
I know. Great question. Okay. So I'm going to try. I hope I'm going to repeat the question for those that are streaming. He asked basically, like, in terms of people who are just getting new to the game in the pandemic, how do you, post-pandemic, how do you get started? What do you kind of do? What do you do first? I will say this is one of the things, and just a shameless plug right here, is that you should probably go to Branding Accelerator program. That's my 12-week program that starts at the end of June, so that we can really make sure that you're getting home. publicity, because a lot of my clients have been getting publicity. They haven't been going to the studio. They've been doing them side screens. So really getting publicity, being known as an expert is one area. But I'm going to let Cheryl talk about the stage portion. Okay.
Yeah. So I love that. I would say, now is a time to build your visibility. It's a time to build relationships, and it's a time to build your portfolio. Mm-hmm. So use these next 6 months to build those three things so that when people are branching out into live events, you're at the top of their radar, the top of their mind, because you didn't go quiet just because we were in a pandemic. Yeah. So still stay active. Make sure that you are active on social media and that you're sharing messages. One of the biggest mistakes I see speakers make is they're always waiting for someone to offer them a stage. Ooh. Create your own stage. And a stage is not just, I'm in a conference room with 100 people or 200 people speaking from a big stage. A stage is any platform that allows you to powerfully share your voice. So what we're doing right now is a stage.
This is a stage.
Clubhouse is a stage. Facebook Live is a stage. IGTV is a stage. YouTube is, and we can go on and on and on. So create your own stages and make sure that you stay visible. I always tell people this one thing: visibility will always trump ability. Because visibility gets your foot in the door, because more people know about you. They know something about you that they hopefully know, like, and trust. And then your ability kicks in, because now your ability positions you to stay in that spot opportunity that your visibility afforded you to do. So I love those three things.
Yes. So visibility trumps ability, because attention is the currency. You got to get the attention. This is something I talk about all the time. It's called ADA. You have to get the attention. You have to get people interested. You have to get them to have desire, and then they have to take action. So that's something I learned like a long, long time ago. It's called ADA. But it's one of the main things that when we're doing social media, and Dr. David Walker, he does like a podcast as well. So his is called Beyond the Culture. So Dr. David Walker, if you would like Cheryl to be on your podcast, you can, if you want to unmute, you can ask her.
Absolutely. Now, all you have to do, Dr. Wood, is say, how do I connect with you right now? Do I DM you? Do I email you? Do I come over the house? Just tell
me. Do I come over to the house? You can DM me.
Now we ain't gonna ever come up to the house.
If you follow me. If you follow me on Instagram at Cheryl Empowers, you can DM me directly there and I will respond.
Okay. So she's part of that generation of the DM with the Instagram. Because people be like, locked in my DM, jail, and Instagram. It's like, oh, did you send me a DM?
Because if you send me an email, I get thousands of emails that I never even open.
I'm on top of my emails, though. I really am.
I'm overwhelmed with email.
Because my PayPal and everything comes through my email.
Oh, yeah. So you got to be on top of that.
So I do that. So I hopefully that Dr. Dave Walker, I got you. So that is good. And TC, I just love you. So TC has been doing a lot this year as well with her Faith Focus Flow with her Instagram. If you've not seen that Instagram over there, Faith Focus Flow, it is the cutest thing. If you are ever feeling any mood, like going towards a bad mood, just go to that Instagram. You'll immediately get picked up on that.
I love it.
It's really cool. So if you all don't have any more questions, there's the photographer. He's from your area too. Maurice. He's from Maurice Dayton. He is actually a photographer there. I'm gonna invite you up to speak. Yeah, because we were talking I love your Instagram as well too, Maurice. But we were talking about photography yesterday and branding. So Cheryl was saying one of the main things you want to do is get on social media. It's like, during COVID, do photo shoots, write books. It's just so much stuff.
Even Dr. Portia and I were just talking out there, and she was saying, I feel like I'm going with you on your journey because I share it.
Yeah.
So it's like if something is happening, if something exciting is happening in the business, or I got an opportunity, I feel like I owe that to my tribe and my community, because many of them have been there from day one, 2009, when I was still selling t-shirts and working a corporate job. Yeah. So it's like, I don't want to get here. And now I'm like, I can't stop and touch base and let them know what's happening. Because I need them to see both sides. I need them to see, she pressed through, she struggled. But sometimes we only show the struggle.
Right.
And sometimes God's like, no, you can show them better than you can tell them. So show them what the result of the struggle is. And that's the season I'm in. Yeah. It's like, let me show them both sides. Yeah, y'all, we work hard, we grind, we sacrifice, we do. Okay. But let me show you the other side of what happens when you continue to be consistent and have perseverance and press through and get rid of toxicity and all those things. So
Mhm.
it's two sides to that. And I want people to know both sides, which is why I share. So the more you share, I always say this, the more you care, the more you will share.
Yes.
And the more you care, the more you share.
Authenticity is really, really key.
Yeah.
And one of the things I will say for Cheryl, you've had a lot of media as well. You were on the cover of 2 of the Speakers magazine, but you were also on Prince George's
Sweet magazine. I was the cover. Yep.
Yes, and Prince George's Sweet and
quite a few. Courageous Woman magazine.
Yes.
Success. I'm on their current issue, Success Women Conference with Karen Cherry.
Yeah,
I'm one of their top coaches issue. So yeah, it's been amazing. It's been an amazing journey. It's been hard, but it's also been amazing. Yeah. It's been worth every struggle, every fight, every push through, every Lord, I'm tired. I don't think I can do it no more. Okay, get back up.
Yeah. I was going to just add one thing. So when you stepped into it, one of the things that you said was about visibility.
Yes.
Out trumps ability.
Right.
Ability, right?
Mm-hmm.
So take it a step further. Because if you're visible and people see you and they see your ability, it's going to create stability.
Yeah.
And that's what you've done. And your income.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So profitability. Hello. Can we tie that all together now?
There we go.
Visibility, ability, stability, and profitability. Come on, Dr.
So you know why I love these speakers, right? Yeah, I just love these. They're just always going to be rapping and rhyming.
That's going to be in my next speech. Just so you know.
That's right.
Hey, Shawn.
Y'all got bars up here. I had to come up here for that.
We're just so happy we out among each other, like really, like can hug, like real people. It is, even though it took her like a 2-hour delay on the airplane, but she still got here.
But you know what? That was a blessing. You know why? I very rarely have quiet time.
That was,
and I sat there and I wrote out ideas that I had that I haven't been. They've been in my mind, but I haven't written them down because I haven't had the time. God knows exactly what He's doing every time. Divine orchestration.
It is. So, guys, have you go to CherylEmpowers.com, go to drportialockett.com, go to speakersmagazine.com because Dante Lee.
.net?
Yes, it is .com.
Oh, it's .com too? Okay. I'm just looking at this. I'm like, let's make sure we get a right website for you. Speakers Magazine.
You can get to it either way now because Dante Lee, who owns blacknews.com, blessed me with the .com this year.
Oh, that is so awesome.
He is like the .com guy, so he's
so awesome.
He's like, he had been hawking it. He says, you need to have speakersmagazine.com. So
right.
we have speakersmagazine.com.
Oh, that is so fantastic.
So it forwards over there. So Dante Lee is like a partner with Speakers Magazine as well.
And who is Dante Lee?
Dante Lee's on blacknews.com.
Blacknews.com. Okay.
Yes.
I need to get connected to the people you connected to because you just know everybody.
He went to, I want to say he went to Morgan State.
Okay.
Yes. A lot of the DMV people are cool in that area, that kind of thing. Look at TC clapping over there on the clubhouse. So we're going to end it right now because there's, and make sure that you go to BrandingAcceleratedProgram.com if you want to work with me closer. I work with people like Dr. Portia. I work with people like Dr. Cheryl. I'm all about helping people get their brand out there. Shawn Fair as well. I thank you, Shawn, for letting us use this backdrop. This is kind of cool. We even got like a little light over here. I thought I had to do this little janky light that I had. I thought I was like, ooh, this is all we're gonna have. And then
janky light.
But Shawn has like a real light for us. So I'm just really cool. So I'm gonna end the clubhouse over here. Cheryl's gonna get back on Clubhouse soon.
Yep, I am.
Yes, it's like, okay, she's gonna do that. At least like do one room once a month or something like that. Just do something
once
like
a month
that.
I can probably handle because
those
sessions go long.
That is. Is there anything else that you'd like to add as we close out our broadcast today?
Just thank you. Thank you for the platform. Thank you for always being open to sharing your platform and elevating other women. Like that's just so part. You and Dr. But I just love y'all. I adore you so much. And you know what I love most? You don't do it for the camera. Even when the camera's off, you're the same.
We are the same.
You elevate other women. You support other women. You're looking for ways, okay, how can I help her grow and get to the next level?
We do.
And it's without expectation in return.
You said that the other day.
Yes. So those things, that's what makes you special to me.
I give with no expectation.
Wood, if I can just add to that, even when you hire the great Pam Perry to help you do things, she 10x's what you paid for. Like you go in thinking you're going to do one thing and get one thing, and then before you know it, you got all these connections and introductions and opportunities, And like talking about loving on a client and pouring into her clients, I can attest to that firsthand. You, Pam Perry.
Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. And Sierra loves you too as well. So she did your story. She loves you as well. So you just don't know the impact that you're having on people, Miss Lady. I'm telling you that's why it's important to own our own media. Mm-hmm. Like we were saying sometimes about, waiting for a stage. Sometimes you can just, own your own media, do your own podcast, do your own YouTube, do your own blog, do your own course, do your own membership, do your own books. I mean, so many people are like, I'm waiting on an agent so I can get a publisher. Girl, just do your book.
Just do the book.
Just do your book. And what's your book coming out? What's the name of the book?
The one with Les Brown is You Are Enough. That's coming out as a part of the conference. And then the next one that is already in production is Unleash Your Undeniable Impact. Ooh. And that's also with Les Brown. And we filled that up.
Unleash Your Undeniable Impact. That's a speaker book because that's like a tongue twister. Right. That's like an exercise.
Unleash Your Undeniable Impact.
Listen to that voice. Right. Okay. So we're going to get you, we're going to have you hooked
up. Connected with your
Yeah, there you go. So thank you guys for joining us today. We're going to end this and I'm going to do with my last little outro right here that my husband's voice did, speaking of voiceovers. Oh. So thank you all for joining us.
You've been listening to the Get Out There and Get Known podcast, brought to you by PamPerryPR.com, where you'll get insider tips on how to build your platform, pitch the media, and promote yourself with confidence. Head over to PamPerryPR.com and get the exclusive video training on the 7 must-have marketing materials you need before you pitch in order to be considered in media places or superstar stages. PamPerryPR.com, where you help you shine like a superstar.